Some people get annoyed and they're like, "Oh, the bartenders like the beer runners are coming in. It's like everyone smells like shit for. Like,
we're making so much money. Yeah. God forbid.
It's on a Thursday night. Yeah. You're going to a bar that like you're picking some place that is not overly crowded, so you can fit all these people in all at once. Yeah, and you're getting an unbelievable amount of business that they would not get.
Was there 100 people like back in like the early 2000s or
I see it. So I first started around in 2011.
Okay.
It probably wasn't 100 yet, but I mean, it was like Scott, like that,
over 50.
Over 50. I was not like an original, they were like 5 people when they first started doing it.
Welcome back to Brew That Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Tevlin, joined tonight by Dave Argust from Beermill.
What's up?
Welcome back. We're still missing Evan tonight, but tonight we have on Keith Tomaselli from Northern Liberties Beer Runners.
Yeah. Well, Northern Liberties Run Club.
Northern Liberties Run Club. Yeah. So I met you. I mean, I've known who you are for years because I think everyone that is kind of involved in the beer scene in Fishtown, Philadelphia area, kind of knows who you are. Seem to be involved in a lot of stuff. I knew that I was making this beer run club, and I'm like, I don't know a single thing about run clubs. But I know that you run all the time and you know a lot of things about beer. So I just cold DM'd you. I was just like, can we grab a beer sometime? I have some questions for you. And, you told me who I needed to talk to, kind of like, kind of the vibe of like all the different run clubs in the city, where to find all of them. And then, so our newest beer run club just came out, I guess, today. And you're actually then featured on the label as one of the characters, which is nice.
I appreciate that.
How do I get that?
You gotta buy some more beer from me. How about that? No, we'll put you on a label. Why not?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I was actually talking to Evan about this the other day. Like, I was like, I like the idea of like kind of bringing in people, and your name was like literally the first one on the list.
Epic.
So,
I tried this.
Yeah. So welcome. We want to hear all about you. We want to hear about kind of your story here about like kind of get the lowdown of the run clubs in the city, kind of like how they started, kind of how you started the Northern Liberties Run Club, and then kind of just shoot the shit on local craft beer. If that's fine with you.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I argue that I'm not a runner still, but people would tell you I am.
Every runner says that.
Yeah, I know. It seems like you almost have to say that, right? It's like one of those. Anyway, so I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised. Grew up in Northeast Philly, and about
what high school you go to?
Archbishop Bryan High School.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
there's 3 options. It's North Catholic, Father Judge, and Archbishop.
Yeah. Well, my dad went to North, and that is sadly closed now. So,
wait, North Catholic is closing?
It closed. It's been closed for maybe 20 years now.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Am I just?
I don't know Philadelphia.
I know Father Judge goes. I'm way behind.
Yeah. Father Judge. I mean, Father Judge is kicking, man. They're like, they got like their baseball program.
Yeah, baseball, football.
Yeah.
They got the best recruits anybody could ever have.
Yeah. Ryan's the one that's gotten like really, really small.
Got it.
Which is kind of sad. So I don't know how. It's like all those big school, North was all guys. Cardinal Doherty was was that co-ed? Yeah. And that was kind of set up like Ryan. Like there were 2 separate schools, like girls, guys, huge building. That one's closed too. So Ryan and Judge are all left.
Damn.
Yeah. And I got out of college and then kind of got fat, and I, was like, I got to get in shape, and I'm not like a big gym, like lift weights kind of guy, and I knew a bunch of people were runners, and I tried to run in college. I just was lazy about it, I guess. And then, for a bunch of years, I would just get good enough shape to run Broad Street, and then I'd stop running for like 8 to 9 months, and then train again for Broad Street. And then I moved down here, and the job I had at the time, I was traveling a lot for work. I was on planes all the time, and I didn't know anything about running. Right? I didn't I just kind of went out and ran, and very like Forrest Gumpy. And I I moved down here April. Well, I settled April 1st, 2011. Probably didn't move it until like May, really. but I was like, I think you could walk over the Benjamin Franklin Bridge. I'm like, I'm going to go run down there and see if I can run over that thing. Not even knowing that it's like a mile and a half long.
Yeah.
Everything else. And on the way down, I saw two people sitting on a stoop waiting for a bus that I know from, I used to have a shore house in Sea Isle that I rented for like 10 years. So Jen, I knew from that. Rich, I guess I kind of knew from that too, but he was not a Northeast guy. I think he was a North Catholic guy. But they're like, "You come to Beer Runners?" And I'm like, "What's Beer Runners?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we go and meet in front of this guy's house in Fishtown, and we run to a bar." And I'm like, well, "That sounds brilliant." And I was like, and at that point, like, I didn't have like a wild all. I mean, like, I just been out for a run, right? Like, I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I can't do it tonight. Like, I don't drive to Villanova for work. And I'm like, but next time I'm not flying, I'm in. So, like weirdly nervous about like going to this run club thing.
Oh,
like,
the first day going to run club.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
And I was like, Jen, I'm like, I want to go when you're there. And like, can we take the bus over together? Because like, also at the time, Fishtown was not what Fishtown is now, right? So like, you didn't really hang out over in Fishtown. Like, Frankfurt Hall didn't exist. Like, Johnny Brenda's was kind of the extent that you would walk to. I didn't even like walking over there from Northern Liberties. But again, I didn't know. It was, honestly, it was probably a little not as safe as it is now. But heading over there. So we take the bus over. And you meet David Aples, the guy that started it, him and Eric. And met out in front of his house. This guy walks out of his house, gives a speech, and off to the bar you go. Yeah.
So how long was the run typically?
That the first run I did was to the Irish Pole, the original Irish Pole, which was like in that basement, which was where's that? It was on. Was it on 4th? Where National Mechanics is at?
Yeah.
It was like across the street from there.
Okay.
And when I say like greatest dive, it was a great dive bar that had like 60 taps, and like it was. Can we curse in this thing?
Yeah.
And it was a shithole, but it was a great shithole. I mean, the bathrooms. I'm like, am I going to get tetanus if I go in here? Or
those are the best bars.
Yeah. Great bar. So I start off, and I'm like, I can keep up with these people, right? Like, so like the thing is. Beer runners, I mean, now they're getting like, Fishtown Beer Runners probably getting like, 100, anywhere between 80 to like 120 on a Thursday. Oh. So the thing always is like, everyone kind of breaks down your own paces. So usually there's someone that's in your like, when it's that big, there's like at least a running buddy there with you. But I was like, I'm going to stay with the lead people. And like, I'd been to the Irish Pole, but I'd never been there like on foot. And I was like, and then these people decided they were going to run to City Hall, and I was not like in that kind of shape to run those miles. I remember just being like they're coming back. I'm getting up to City Hall. I get through City Hall, and I'm like, as long as I can still see them, I'll know where we're going, right? And then I eventually find the bar, and and that's kind of when it started. I was like hooked right from the beginning. And then like I remember being on the bus the one day with Jen and maybe Rich and. People that would run the club were coming from Old City, but they were running. So like we're on the bus, they're passing us as we're like on the way to David's house. And I looked at Jen and I said, maybe we should run to the start. Like we're doing this to get in shape.
Yeah.
Like it's runnable. Like why are we taking the bus to go to the run club?
So now it starts from Palmer Park. Was his house like right down there?
It was Susquehanna, like right. I can get you anywhere, but street names are always. It was Susquehanna. Like if you were like going down Susquehanna from Frankfurt, you cross over Memphis. It was down that way.
Okay.
Not Cook and Shaker. What's the bar in the corner? A Cedar Point.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally around the corner from Cedar Point.
Okay.
Yeah. And they met there. We met there forever. They met there forever. And it was kind of. This guy Patrick Hoppy and I will kind of like talk David into like moving it because like you have all these people on the sidewalk and people trying to walk down the sidewalk. They're like
his neighbors
probably can't get by.
Home.
Yeah. It just became too much. So Palmer Park's in a good spot for it.
Before we go too far, so the Fishtown Beer Runners was started by
David April,
and he was a professor.
David April. David April's story's great. The movie, the Fishtown Beer Runners documentary, is on YouTube, I think. So you go and watch it. But
Oh, the fresh is this guy from Spain, right?
Yeah, Manuel.
Okay.
Who we've gone to Spain and hung out with him. He's come here and hung out. And
No way.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, David was like going through a bad divorce. Eric was like one of those guys that always like, hey, I read this article about something, and he said, I read an article where this professor in Spain did a study, and really, like, I think he had his students, or one of his students did a thesis on like, does beer hydrate you better than water after exercise? So he wasn't even a runner. He plays tennis. He's like a skier. It wasn't even like a running thing, just exercise. He actually told me later on he was skiing, I think, with his brother-in-law and maybe his son. But he said to his brother-in-law, I bet you this beer hydrates you better than that glass of water you're having after we skate. And that's kind of how it started.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I know. I mean, these have got. I mean, it's all out there. It is science, believe it or not. Yeah. So that's how they started. And it used to, like rotate. They would do it like there wasn't like a set night. David didn't tell them where they were running. They would do it on. David used to give tours at Philadelphia Brewing Company, and that's back when the beer was like free. He used to go down and hang all day on Saturday and drink basically until they started charging money because they realized the locals were probably taking advantage of them. So then sometimes they would run without David. They would run to David's tour. But David was always like up for like whatever. So like maybe like a year into it, like I was really kind of running a lot and I was getting into it. And I was like, we should run up to the Gray Lodge in the Northeast. Cause that was like my haunt. Like when I lived up there, like we would hold court there.
We just had Scots on last week.
Yeah, Scots the man. Yeah. And Scots and I have become friends too. My friend Mary Kay used to bartend up there. We would hang up there, and there was this game. It was like left, right, center, a dice game.
Yeah,
we would pay for dollars.
Yeah,
we sit up there.
I literally just started playing this game. It's so much fun. They're all Philly kids that showed me the game, but it's an awesome. Have you played it?
My friends have played it. I don't know how to play it, though.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, man. I'd have to remember, but we play for money, which is probably illegal to do in the bar. But we would hold court up there, and to me, that was really the first like beer bar, like when I was in college. I went to Elizabethtown College, and that wasn't beer scene. I guess was kind of taken. So I graduated college 2000, so it was late 90s, and there was a bar there called the Blue Terrapin, and it had like 30, 40 taps on.
Wow.
And bands used
in
to
2000?
play, I think Hole played there at one point. Yeah, this is the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And some brewing company was out there.
Appalachian, was it Bullfrog was up there? Is that up there?
No,
it's Williamsport.
Yeah, this is Elizabethtown is
It's south of that?
Yeah, well,
Delco?
It's like out past. It's out Pierce, Lancaster, between like it's like near
right.
Hershey.
Yeah.
Tröegs, right? Yeah, I actually just had my 25th college reunion a couple Saturdays. But like Appalachian Brewing Company would be there, like Lancaster Brewing Company. But like that was the first time like I was like, well, it kind of actually started our freshman year, so. Yes, we drank underage.
Oh,
Craft beer?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, yeah, that's we used to do beers around the world. So I was in the only all guys dorm.
Okay.
And every once in a while, people would go and purchase beers and everything. You would sponsor a country basically, and that's kind of how it started.
Was that because the bar, the 30 taps or whatever they had?
Well, no, that kind of started there, and then that bar did exist there.
Okay.
But then I think it just migrated out to. Like there was a really good beer scene out in Elizabethtown, PA. Believe it or not,
that's awesome.
And that's kind of how because there was a really good distributor in Lancaster that had like beer like Grolsch, you get Grolsch there, which was like amazing. I don't know if it's still there. Like I actually never went to it.
It's definitely still there. There's some good beer distributors out there.
Breweries in Lancaster.
Yeah. Really good beer in like the Lancaster area.
Yeah. So it kind of started out there. And then when I got back to Philly, I absolutely hated IPAs, like absolutely hated them. And I was a Yuengling lager guy. That was, that was like, we wanted to treat ourselves to get a case of Yuengling, right? But my buddy worked for, I think it was the Boathouse in Conchie, but then he became a beer rep for a brewery that's no longer around, and I cannot remember the name of it. He works for Stone now. I think he's still at Stone. Lee? Anyway,
slipping my mind.
Yeah, but and I remember he gave me Hop Devil for the first time, And I was like, this is absolutely garbage. It's horrible. Like, why would you make me drink this? He's like, in 3 months, you're going to love this. He was right. I don't know exactly 3 months.
I probably had the same. I drink a 60-minute. I thought it was disgusting. Couldn't stand it. I'm like, this is skunk beer. And then I probably had one like a year later. I was like, yeah, I'm down with this.
Yeah. And then like my Mayfair friends are like, you got to go to the Grey Lodge. They have all these great beers there. Because I lived in East Tarsdale. So Mayfair felt like it was like another world away sometimes. And the lodge was all the way down like near Bridge Street. So that was like really far away. So anyway, back to I was like, yeah, we should run to the OG, like in my mind, OG, right? Because Monks was around before and everything in Memphis.
Yeah.
But it's probably around the same time. And, honestly, all those guys are friends, right? But yeah, David, like, let me lead a bunch of runners up from his house, up Richmond Street through Bridesburg to the Grey Lodge. Scouts was like thrilled. We like went up and did it.
What sort of beer did they have back then? Same stuff, or was it just strictly local beer?
Yeah, it was probably mainly local. I mean, I think Racer 5 was always on the beer machine.
Classic.
Yeah.
I still love seeing Racer 5.
Yeah. And it was a weird. Like I remember Scouts telling me, I think it was Scouts telling me, it's like, that was like a corner bar, right? The upstairs didn't exist when he got it. It's funny, he had the beer account in here. I'm a CPA too, and Scouts is a CPA.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have the old timers, like the Mayfair folks will come in and drink Bud and everything.
That's what he said. He said he had the cheap beer. Yeah. But then he also had the great beer.
Yeah. And it would just be like the blending of the worlds, And, and then I started doing the frickin' teats when he started doing those things, and they were like nutty. But excuse me. Yeah. So that's kind of how I got into the beer, I guess.
Just running with the beer club.
Yeah.
The Fishtown Beer Runners. Were there other spots that you would hit up? I mean, they switched it up. They go to a lot of different bars.
Yeah.
There's some hot spots that they go to.
So like David ironically met his last. So David has since passed.
Yeah.
And he's met his Carmen when he was over there for but the Brewers Association in Spain got word of this and like basically started like, I don't know what you call it, like I don't want to say a company up, but they started up like this whole movement of like every town had like a beer runners club.
Yeah.
Like the Spanish beer. Yeah. And like David came over, like, I remember there was like an article in the Spanish GQ about like David. And I think it was a trip he met Carmen on.
Man of mystery.
And yeah. So like he met Carmen and then like, he started.
In Spain?
Yeah, he met her in Spain and they dated long distance. And they, so he like, and she had kids and, he started like just life happened. He also wanted to like make it maybe a little more like national. So like Challenger started. So he kind of like let me Donna Sears would help out a lot. She kind of was the one I remember when I first got there. She was like doing the t-shirt orders and everything. And then he kind of let me start planning the runs. So I started planning the runs every week. And then at some point someone got mad. They're like, oh, we run to the same spots too much all the time. And I'm like, I don't know, like, they're like, well, yeah, we ran to this place 3 months ago. And I'm like, okay, 3 months ago. Like, what? Yeah. So then I was on a mission. So the accountant and me, I decided to create a spreadsheet of all the places we've run, formalize it so I can count how many times he's been there. And I went back to the website because all the data was on there. And I pulled as many runs in as I could from even before I ran with them.
How often were the runs? Once a week?
Every Thursday.
Okay,
and then we would do like the Grey Lodge. We'd do like a one-off run on a Saturday.
Okay. And how far was the Grey Lodge? Like how long of a run would that be?
We would have ran up Frankfort Avenue. I think it was 4.
Okay, so that's a perfect.
But like the way I went was 6 because you don't want to run up Frankfort Avenue.
Are most people running home after these runs, or are they?
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge. Some people run home, take the. I mean, Uber kind of opened the world up a little bit more. Like we kind of ran to places you could get back from. I took a lot of taxis home.
I'm gonna be honest. I cannot stand running after a beer. It's
Yeah,
it's brutal. I could do probably 1 beer and go for a run. 2 beers, 3 beers. I'm getting it.
I did
I'm getting an Uber home.
Philly 10K in, when was this? Probably 2018. And I got like 20th place. And I was out till like 2:30 in the morning the night before. I was still hammered drunk. And I was like, just like Forrest Gump, put my head down and run. And I don't know what my time was, but I ran like the fastest I've ever run. But I immediately had, I don't know if we need to edit this out, I immediately had explosive diarrhea after the run.
Keep it in.
And
Keep it in.
And I think I had to call sick for work the next day. It was like,
It's worse when you have to pull over during a race.
yeah, but
During a race and having.
Just let it flow.
I've seen those videos. Dude, I cannot.
there's some guy that's like a work influencer, like 20 years old.
I can't think of his name.
It was just like,
He's an unbelievable runner too. Like he's fast.
that dude's electric.
He ran I just saw he ran Chicago. He ran like a 2:47.
Oh my God. Do you know who this guy is? This guy, he's like this like middle-aged, like just graduated college influencer, but he's like kind of this like robotic guy.
Yeah.
But he's just very funny, and he just talks about like positivity, about being amped up. Mm-hmm. And then he was like super popular, and then he just made this video of like him finishing a marathon, crossing the finish line. It's just like, just shit my pants so bad, and he had just.
I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah,
It went mega viral because it was like he was already getting popular, and then he just pooped himself on Instagram. It was
I saw. Yeah, I was a little blown away by that one. That's something I wouldn't share, but
you know, it's like Happy Gilmore, right? Like you're gonna do it, just do it.
Just do it. Full send it. Just send it.
So you Uber home after.
Oh, and you also made the spreadsheet.
Oh yeah. So then I made it like a mission to go to new places, and like it got to the point where I would go into a bar and I'd be like, I'd like that. They're like, we know who you are, and please bring the beer runners in. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had like a whole email set up, and I'd email people, and then I if it was a new place, I'd always try to go in and
give them a heads up
and talk to someone and just be like, listen, like, and in the email I'd be like, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, but maybe bring an extra bartender in, maybe like it's going to be, and you're not going to need them for like hours and hours. You're just going to need it for like a couple of hours.
Some people get annoyed and they're like, oh, the bartenders, like the beer runners are coming in. It's like everyone smells like shit for. Like
we're making so much money. Yeah. God forbid.
It's on a Thursday night. Yeah. You're going to a bar that like you're picking some place that is not overly crowded, so you can fit all these people in all at once.
Yeah,
and you're getting an unbelievable amount of business that they would not get.
Was there 100 people like back in like the early 2000s or
like I see it? So I first started around in 2011.
Okay.
It probably wasn't 100 yet, but I mean it was like Scott like that,
over 50.
Like, yeah, like
over 50.
I was not like an original.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they were like 5 people when they first started doing it.
Yeah.
Well, and like and you asked that question, so like I know I'm probably all over the place here, but that like side story of that is like David. So there's hashers, right? And their tagline is, and hashing is like a global thing, blah, blah.
What's hashers?
I think the English started it. And it might even been started like in World War I or something. I honestly fact check me on that. But basically
Liam, fact check him.
you meet up. I think they usually meet at a bar. They don't end at that bar. And there's a hare, a rabbit, right? And they usually have like flour with them, and they mark they go out ahead and they mark the course. And you got to follow them. And then and like apparently the U.S., at least the ones around here, are vastly different than like everyone gets like a poor name. You have to run through so many times, and they haze you to get you into it. You know, like a friend of mine did it in England, and it was very much more. And you
run to a bar, you have to chase them to a bar.
Yeah. But I think their motto is like, we're drinkers with like a running problem, right? And like David always wanted to be a real running club. Yeah. And like I forget what happened, but at some point he's like, I feel like we're a running club now. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're not a beer running club. We're like a running club. But back when he started it, there was you mentioned the Philly 10K, and Philadelphia Runner, the store, is very involved with that, and they're great. I love them. So they've been around forever, and Ross is a runner himself that owns a store. and or not the owners, I think. But back in the day, even before Beer Runners, there was a running club called Philly Runners that was not associated with the store. There was the South Philly Striders, and maybe one other running club. Like there wasn't many, right? And Beer Runners also possibly could have been like born out of South Philly Striders too, because David started doing that, and it was like all the same people at like one point in time. And then after David started the Fishtown Beer Runners, all the other running clubs like popped up. Like West Philly might have been one of the ones that like popped up pretty quickly. Alon like basically said he did it because of the Beer Runners, and they mainly popped up in other parts of the city that, especially before Uber, were like tougher.
Yeah, you want to run club, but you don't have to travel 30 minutes to get to some place and then travel another 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what happened. So like before, no, maybe I was already there. Like there was a group of people that would come from South Philly, and they could not make the start. So they just they did a start in South Philly.
And there's
start.
And so they have three starts
and found the route.
Yeah, yeah. And then someone I went to high school with she lives in Fairmount now. I guess she lived in Fairmount then. Or she was kind of more in Center City. But they worked in Center City, and they couldn't really get to the start. So she's like, we should do a City Hall start. So now they did the City Hall start too. So there's like 3 starting locations, and they all converge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
So yeah. So that solved, I guess, the neighborhood problem issue. But all the other running clubs still exist, and they're all unique in their own way. But yeah, it's important. Just people out there getting in shape and running, But
they've really like blown up in the last 2 or 3. I mean, that's the joke of the label, is that run clubs are invading the city like an alien invasion. But it's like they've been around, obviously, like you're saying, for 20, 30 years. But it's like they've really kind of like taken off. And I don't know if that's a product of like dating apps or something else, but like they've really taken off. Like they're everywhere now. There's like, I mean, you showed me that website where there's the list or the article.
Yeah, the Billy Penn website.
The Billy Penn article, and they list all of them. And there's like, there's like 40 to 60 run clubs just in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, the Northeast has at least 2. People forget about that. The Northeast part of the city.
Hey, brewery or small business owner, are you tired of navigating complex brewery accounting and taxes on your own? Staying up late working on financials and getting your finances in order after a whole workday? At the Beer Accountant, they understand the unique financial challenges of the craft brewing industry. They're a CPA dedicated to helping breweries like yours thrive, with services ranging from qualified bookkeeping, business tax prep, to strategic financial planning. Stop wasting time on spreadsheets and focus on what you do best: making great beer and running a small business, servicing over 50 breweries in 4 states. So if you own a brewery or small business, stop overpaying for reactive support and start being proactive with the Beer Accountant. Don't brew that IPA without this CPA. Visit beeraccountant.com to learn how their specialized expertise can help your brewery grow, profit, and succeed.
So that's kind of, and then, pandemic happened. People stopped running. The clubs stopped running together. I kind of did runs that were not sanctioned by FBR, I guess you could say. And then, when we came out of the pandemic, I just started the Northern Liberties Run Club up. It's smaller. We have, it could be 5 people, could be 20 people.
Is it the same gist though? Like different things? Like does everyone run together? Is it faster?
Yeah, I mean, because there's not a ton of people, it's tough to like group up with people. So, but everyone kind of knows the deal. So like if they're a little slower, they're just like, well, I'll just see you there.
Yeah.
Like
see you there.
They'll wait up for me.
Yeah. Know the route.
Yeah.
Know the route.
Yeah. So everything evolves, right? So we do an out and back run from Urban Village every first Tuesday of the month. And then we run every Thursday. We do all through on bunch run series, usually trying to lead up to a race. And then we're going to start running to, I hope I get this right, I think it's going to be the second Thursday, we're always going to run the Humble Parlor Brewing.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're our boys. So that was not my idea. That was when I said, it's not my running club, right? It's everyone's running club, right? So Nick, who's been there from the beginning, he was like, we should go to Humble Parlor once a month. So that's what we're doing.
Nice. We'll get into Humble Parlor and like the local stuff, but I think
I'm like, I don't know what Humble Parlor is.
But Urban Village is a brewery that doesn't get any recognition. I don't know if it's because like they don't distribute or they don't distribute extensively.
They do a lot of distro.
It is so busy all the time. And I don't know if it's like because there's no other brewery. I mean, Future Days is now in Northern Liberties, but there's no other really brewery in Northern Liberties. And
Well, I think Yards is technically Northern Liberties.
yes, true. I didn't think about them.
That's a big one.
But
Tom,
but not on Second Street, I guess.
yeah. Tom, that's one of the owners of Urban, and he's always in there. He was like, we were the first people to brew beer in Northern Liberty since Schmitz shut down. You know,
That's a good.
Yeah. Well, at least in the Piazza, because again, I think Yards, even the old spot, is technically still Northern Liberties down there. But
Yeah, I don't know if it switches over like across Columbus, so it's like technically different. And now if they're technically in,
I think No Libs goes to the river there. So, but no. I mean, I think that place was King's Oak back in the day.
it was another place.
It was a
before that?
restaurant. The guy that owned it was from Northeast Philly. I didn't know him. A friend of mine kind of knew him. I'll never forget, man. My first move down here, a hurricane was hitting. I had this really cool, nice Eagles poncho. And I went there by myself and I hung it up. And then someone stole it.
It's gone forever.
Yeah. I was like, now I have to walk home in the rain. Like, not only did like someone steal a cool Eagles poncho, I then now had to walk home in the rain. But anyway, King's Oak could be a little bro-y, I guess you could say. And then it was shut down for like, and they moved over to where the pool was at. Mm-hmm. And then that was empty for like a couple of years, I think. And then like the Urban Village signs went up, and like they had the brown stuff on the windows, but it looked like it was a chain, you know. And I remember like I'm googling it, and I'm like, no, it's like this is no location, blah blah blah. But I think maybe that was like, I mean, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant that's also a brewery.
Yeah, they do brew there. Like Cam is a legit brewery, and they're making great beer there.
Yeah. No, they make like really, really good beer. I mean, it is the closest brewery to my house. I could be there in like 4 minutes. To my condo. Yeah. So I mean, no, I love it there. Like it is my Cheers. Like that. It's before that opened, you couldn't, besides Druid's Keep, there was really no like place to watch any kind of sports act or anything. I think I mean, for what I want, I'm sure other people in the neighborhood don't want. Everyone wants different things. I think it was the best addition to the neighborhood. Honestly, and they really do make really good beer.
Oh, a lot of places have kind of come and gone there, and that's been a staple. It's always busy. It's kind of
I feel like it's been there for a while. Right?
Yeah, well, now it seems like it's like 8. It's like 8.
Yeah, that sounds
it's about
right,
8. Yeah. No, and like there's always a stout on. They always have like the money's like their Miller Lite or whatever they want to. That's always on now. Like he's got. There's always multiple styles on.
Yeah.
So and everything's good. I mean, and their cocktails are good too, actually.
So where else do you guys run to? So you guys do Humble Parlor, Urban Village?
Yeah, and then we try to go to other places. Like we're going to go this Thursday. We're going to go up to Human Robot Girard.
Cool.
What'd you guys do today? Did you make it to the run today or no? We took you away from it.
No, first Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you do Thursdays too.
Yeah. But today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday all day.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. I'm like, oh, we took you.
I would have missed the run for this.
Yeah,
so that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. Tease.
Yeah.
Got me.
Yeah. So yeah, we try to go. I mean,
we're gonna standard tap for the So I'll talk to Evan. We'll try to put this episode out before we go there, but we're gonna run 2 standard tap. I'm gonna run with you guys dressed as an astronaut to this bar.
Thankfully, it's a short run from where we meet.
Perfect.
So we meet. I'm going to plug this shamelessly. We meet at the we meet next to Urban Village for almost all the runs, whether we're going to Urban Village or not. And there's like an old water tower that I think was on top of Schmitz, and the skeleton of it's there, and we kind of meet by that. So it's on 2nd near Germantown, kind of. Okay. But it's easier to say next to Urban Village.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that won't be too hard to do in a astronaut outfit.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
Cool. So I mean, so when I met with you, I was just like, I don't know much about these things. Tell me all about them. So you gave me kind of the spiel about Fishtown Beer Runners. I had previously met Men's Night Run Club, which I don't know if you know.
No, I know nothing about them. Like I know they're on the label there, and I know zero.
So Monica and I went to like make content at the Wayward, which is in Center City. It's like a hotel bar. They low-key sell a shitload of my beer. It's like a hotel bar that just sells a ton of beer.
What hotel bar is this?
It's right on I think it's 8th Street, 7th or 8th Street.
What's the hotel? I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not good at names.
No,
I know exactly
fine.
where it is.
No. The hotel bars are awesome. We haven't done it in a few years, but we used to suit up and do like a hotel bar crawl.
Oh, they're so fun.
Yeah. That's why I was curious because
they're underrated because like you get like most bars you go to, especially in Fishtown, it's like you see the same people. It's like a college town. It's like you see the same people at every single bar you go to every single day of the week. A hotel bar is like you're getting out of towners, you're getting interesting people there. It's fun.
Yeah. No, hotel bars are awesome.
But
the Panorama one on Front Street in that boutique hotel is kind of cool.
Wait, where is it?
It's on Front and Market, basically.
Okay.
They have the Guinness World Book for most wines on tap.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Panorama, I think it's the name. It's an Italian restaurant.
I feel
it's a boutique hotel. There. I feel like a non-chain hotel.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's cool. But I was just as an Ash out there and like, what the fuck is happening? So they're on the label, but I'll be running with them also. And then I'm running.
So they just run to that bar all the time?
No, but it's like a Center City run club.
Okay. Where do they meet up at?
You're asking.
Okay. You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking the wrong guy.
All things I can use the internet for. To find
Yes. They've started up somewhere around there, and then they run. It's 4 guys in Center City.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Cool.
But they run, I think, on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. But I'll be running with them, and then I met up with the Boozy Mud last week to introduce this beer with Run Chug Philly.
Yeah, and Road Chug guys are great. Larry's the man.
I think next week they're running to the Eastern State Penitentiary, which you said that like there's also like different levels to it because I think they're running with a group that's called the Slow Girl Beer Runners or something. And it's just for females that run slow.
You usually want to find like somebody that runs at your easy pace.
Yeah, but there's so many different run clubs. It's like you can find exactly what you want, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, and kind of get off topic of the beer and the running real fast, but just because you're talking about all the run clubs, the other cool thing, this was kind of Dave April's idea, was Mayor's Cup. So there were so many run clubs in the city. He's like, we should do like a track meet. So there's a race that we do every year, and you have to be in the city limits, and you have to apply to get into it. But all the run clubs come together. And we go to Belmont Plateau, and there is a half marathon in the woods, which is an excellent trail race. 10-mile road, basically road. 5K and a 3K, I think, and there's a kids race.
Do you guys?
So like if you could show up, it's like every running club in the city does.
You guys sell beer there?
It's BYOB.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are they going to sell beer there?
I don't know. I'm just here to sell beer. I don't know.
What you should do is donate beer.
And a free
hook them up.
Okay.
He'd be the main beer sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, we used to
figure it out.
When I would kind of organize it for FBR,
that
was I would try to get donated beer, and I would just be like,
I feel like we just do.
You're going to be the main beer guy.
Main
beer guy.
Yeah, I need to donate beer to this. We'll figure out. I'll talk with you later.
I mean, unless you have the catering's license somehow, and then you could probably legally sell it out there.
You'd have to just get
someone knows more about.
You have to get an R license. It's a lot of work. It's too much. It's too much work.
I'd rather just give you some beer.
Yeah, just hand it out.
Just like show up in, it's gonna be hot as hell. You can show up in the astronaut college.
When is it?
It's second weekend in August.
Oh,
it's in August. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a terrible weekend for running.
Yeah. No, I like running. Like my superpowers, I like running in the heat. I'm not saying that I'm fast in the heat. I just does not bother me.
That's
I like the heat in the cold.
I hate running in the cold.
Dude, I love I can't wait for like December. Dude, it's the best time. The only part that sucks about running in the colder months, it's dark all the time.
That's depressing.
It's dark all the time. I can't even imagine running in the city during the like winter months. Like that sounds pretty rough.
So you're in Westchester. You said there's a run club in Westchester?
Yeah. The Wednesday nights is the nightclub, and then it's like the Westchester Track Club is in the mornings. I do both.
And it's called the Wednesday nights?
Wednesday nights.
Is it a beer run club? You guys go to a bar?
So they go to the bar after.
Nice.
There's like a 4-mile loop, and then there's an 8-mile loop, different loop every single night of the week.
Cool.
Or every week.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday
Yeah.
they switch the loop up. There's probably like, in the wintertime, there's 4 loops, I think we do. And then in the summertime, there's like 12 different loops.
Cool.
So.
You get any college kids coming out for?
During the semester, not as much, but I'll tell you what, over like, so when I first started doing it in 2022, there's like 15 to 20 people on a good night.
Yeah.
I've been hurt. Have been having like some sciatica injury over like the last year and a half. And I just started showing up again, and I went the last 2 or 3 weeks. We went from 20 people on Wednesdays to about 50. Like, it's way bigger. Like, we take a picture outside. It's the Bryn Mawr running store.
Yeah.
And
they put on a bunch of races.
Yeah, they crush. They're awesome. But we try to take it outside the store. It's like right on High Street. Like, we can't fit everybody in the picture now. Like, we need to find a new spot to take a picture. And then the morning group used to be a bigger group, but I just think people aren't waking up anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people are hurt right now, which kind of sucks.
Also, the morning in the winter kind of sucks.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I just like working out in the morning so much better than in the afternoon. Like, I want to get it done before work.
Yeah.
Like, after work, I'm just like, I just want to sit on the couch. I get home, I'm just like,
Done.
I can't wait to just watch some TV.
I almost need to do it after the day to like clear my head.
You know, just getting it done. Just getting it done feels awesome in my mind. But after work, I hate it. I can't stand it. I want to be able to have a beer, chill, not have to like think about anything. Take the dog for a walk.
I know a bunch of people that are strictly morning runners.
I like the idea though, like just picking a bar though. We always go to the same bar. We always go to Sidebar.
Okay.
That's like the go-to. We go to Sidebar, play trivia, call it a night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not knocking Westchester. There's so many bars in Philadelphia.
Oh, like you guys,
like that.
You guys, I love the idea. You guys have a new place to run to every time. That it actually kind of excites me. I'm like, I love that idea.
Yeah, and it's and I when something new opens, I get excited. Like,
let's go check
Forest Domain, and it's like I'm like, it's not really that big, but we're small enough where we can maybe
you can make it work.
We can maybe run there. Like, you know what I mean? Now, FDR probably couldn't run there, but maybe they could. I don't know. Everyone seems to be able to make it work somehow. Like we mentioned Humble Parlor. I mean, not a big spot. I mean, I love those guys, and Maria and Alex make it work. So I guess size doesn't really matter.
So transition into kind of brewery talk.
Yeah.
You are friends with a lot of like the smaller breweries in Fishtown, Brewery ARS, like your sweatshirt, Humble Parlor. You kind of like know the whole scene. You know all these people.
Yeah. Well, these guys are technically Gervard Estates and 19th and Passyunk, but they have the tap house, the tap room on Frankfurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it all comes back to running. I mean, Sean runs, his wife runs, the brewer runs.
Have they done the Run Club stuff?
Yeah, Sean. I think Sean's on a run a couple times. They're big in like you mentioned the Philly 10K. They do all the beer for the Philly 10K.
Oh, cool.
Now, yeah, it's great. I mean, I remember when they opened up. I think it was their opening weekend. But they make some of the best beer in the city. I love ours. I'm so happy they had the tap room over on Frankfurt Avenue. When they Andy and Sean opened it together, twins, right? And they're just great people, and everyone works at both spots are great, and it's like just has good feels all around. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then Humble Parlor is Alex and Maria, and we just like a small brewery. There was Sacred Vice, so I think it's is it the Loom Building? It's at Amber and Allegheny. So a little bit.
So Humble Parlor's a brewery?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a brewery on Gerard, like their tap room is like on Gerard, but then they're like brewing on like this like pimped out homebrew system out of where like Sacred Vice used to be brewing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and they were both in there at the same time. So like before Sacred Vice opened up, they were doing like you get like stamps at both places and like go back because they were in the same building just on different floors.
I don't know this brewery at all. I'm kind of mad at myself.
They don't distribute. It's like
I usually have a clue on what's going on. I'm excited to find. Yeah,
they make. I mean, Alex does all the brewing himself. Yeah, it's really good beer.
So is it close to where Sacred Vice is located right now?
It's like maybe a 10-minute walk.
Really?
It's 10. I walk fast, like 10, 15 minutes. It's across from Lloyd's. It's right near. You ever heard of Interstate Draft House?
Yes.
It's literally like it's Palmer, and then I think it's Ear, like a side street that doesn't go all the way through. And then it's that.
At like the big intersection of Fishtown, you have to like go north on Gerard.
Yeah, like Craftworks.
No, but I how you described it before, I've heard of Interstate Draft House. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and then Sacred Vice's new spot is
awesome.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah,
it's like Humble Parlor feels like like you're. Like it says, you're in like a humble parlor. Like it feels like a dive bar that's like very homey and it's very welcoming. And then Sacred Vice is like the pimped out version of this.
I don't know if Alex and Maria. So it was an old coffee shop, and I don't know if they meant to do this, but they basically built like it reminds me of and I mean this in the highest way is it reminds me of like a corner bar in Northeast Philly where it's like. The usual suspects are in there.
Yeah.
Everyone watches the Phillies games, the Eagles game. I mean, they did this whole Phillies, you get a stamp for every Phillies game, you go in there. And
we've invited them on a couple of times, and it's like every single time it's just like, sorry, we're at the Phillies game. It's
I also
you got to get them. I'll have to talk to them. You got to get them on.
The problem is like it's always scheduling issues with like one of us, but yes, eventually they will be on.
A big trend that I'm looking at right now is craft beer dive bars. I'm a huge fan of them. I see them popping up.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be a big trend coming.
Yeah, what?
I think that's what's going to bring craft beer back.
What, the dive bars?
Craft beer dive bar. Craft beer that feels like a dive bar.
Got it. Yeah, it's like craft beer is like almost lost its image. It's like there's too much money in it. Like people are like
bring the beer price down, but also just have good prices.
I mean that's a bananas part about it right now. I mean like craft beer was not expensive before the pandemic, right? And like now it's just I get everything's, but like $8 for a beer
sucks.
Is one, and it takes people out of the like. People that are Miller Lite drinkers or Bud Heavy or whatever, like, aren't going to pay that for it.
Yeah.
Like, where and you might be able to, like, bring them to the dark side, too, if you just get a beer in their hand, right? Like, yeah.
I want to see a $5-6 pint. I want to see, like, brands, Space Cadet, great price. New Trail, great price. Fiddlehead, great price. Tonewood, great price.
Go over to Tonewood and get 4-packs for like $14. I mean,
I think those guys on. We just had
they sell the Fuegler for like $13. 6-pack.
So we just had Danny Childs on, James Beer Award-winning author, but he made a collaboration saison with Tonewood.
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, so bonkers.
Those guys. I mean, talk about place I love. That is. We will run over there.
Will you?
We'll meet at the base of the Ben Franklin Bridge.
Yeah.
If you run right up Haddon Ave, I think it's like 6 miles. You don't want to run up Haddon Ave.
Yeah.
So we take a route, kind of gets by the Cooper River Trail, and then out that way. I think it winds up being 7 to 8 miles. But yeah. And then we try to do it on Sundays now. I'm going to plug this shamelessly too, because my friend Matt and Rodney,
do it.
Who I know from Beer Runners, do a workout there every Sunday at Tonewood, the original Tonewood.
Oh, in Collins.
Yeah. The original one, they do a workout at 11:30, and then they go into the brewery at noon when they open up.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. So I try to plan the run for us to get there at 11:30. You can do the workout as optional if you don't.
Yeah.
Usually they let you in a little earlier.
Are there run clubs that do that? Because I know that like a lot of breweries do like the Saturday morning or Sunday morning yoga classes and stuff. Are there run clubs that do like weekend morning runs?
I mean, November Project, which is national, that started in Boston. They're in theory a run club, but they're also like a workout club.
Yeah.
So they do workouts like on Friday mornings, but they don't. I mean, obviously you're not going to
out.
after that.
I'm out.
Got to shift it one day.
Yeah.
I like the running. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I had a thought and it's gone. Well, can I open that up?
Absolutely.
Do you guys want to split this? Everyone's got.
He's gonna drink it.
I mean, I'm walking up. I guess you're walking up too, right?
Yeah.
I might pee my pants.
Let's do a half. And so this note, honestly, not because we're sitting here, this is actually really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I can. There's Citra, right?
Citra, Mosaic, Big Secret.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you guys something that was, it's like a beer that like a lot of people like their logos on. I didn't want to do something crazy, but this is what I would consider like a new age hazy IPA, where like this beer finishes at like I think 2.4, something like that. Like terminal gravity. A lot of hazy IPAs are finishing at like 4.5. So this is like much more drinkable than that.
Yeah, 6.2%.
6.2%, and then it's like it has hops in it, but it's like I think the days of making hazy IPAs that like have these like enormous finishing gravities, it's like that's not what people want. Like,
Not like on a Tuesday night.
No.
Are you sure it's Tuesday?
Yeah.
Pick your own day.
Was there any direction you wanted to go with like the breweries that are like in the greater Fishtown, Northern Liberties, Old Kensington area?
I mean, like, where do you? I know you also go to because I think I've met you before at what is it? Punch Buggy.
Yeah. Punch Buggy. Those guys. Some of those owners are from Northeast Philly, and some of them also might have went to Archbishop Bryan.
Yeah. We had them on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Robbie texted me, asked me, he said, when are you going to be on there? And I'm like, I think it's the 14th. So, I mean, again, like.
Have you been to the new Wasakin? Oh, I met you.
Yeah, that's where we met at. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, Punch Buggy, again, it's like one of those things where, like, I don't know if they knew what they were creating, but they kind of created, like, a corner bar, like, in that area, that it's like usual suspects are in there, right?
I feel so. I've been living in this area for the last like 7 years, and they have like it's like been this like war of attrition with them. Like every single year, they're just like building up more and more of just like that place is packed all the time.
Yeah, when they do like all the heyday sports that happen in Hancock, and I think even the other playground with
they do the Pitcher Friends. It's like
Pitcher Friends, great.
It's like expanded like all the time, and it's hard. People keep trying to do stuff on American Street and just kind of awkward because like the intersection to get from Girard to American is kind of weird. And I think it kind of cuts that section, that part of that street off. It should be huge though. It's like this main fairway that just like is wide open. It's walkable. It is right there in like the old Kensington area. And it's taken a while, but Punch Buggy has done a great job where they're just like very consistent all the time.
Well, I mean, the story was over there. That's gone now. Original 13 was where Wissahickon was at. And then they were there. But, like, they were kind of like the first place. Again, like, I wouldn't really walk. I had no reason to walk over there.
Yeah.
Until, like, Punch Buggy opened up, right? Like,
yeah, but now a lot of people in Fishtown go to Human Robot, and everybody walks past that to get to Human Robot. So it's kind of like pulling people. Human Robot has kind of like opened up like having breweries in that area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you talk to some people and they think it's like a good thing, right? Like, because if I were going to another city, right, and I was like, oh, I want to do a bunch of breweries, that's a great spot, right?
Do them all in this area.
Yeah. So I don't know how. I mean, kind of cool to track that, right? To see like how many people bounce around that aren't. The usual suspects.
So I'm looking for tap rooms right now. Like I've looked at some places in Fishtown, and I'm looking around like there's like 12 breweries within like 8 blocks of me. But then it's like, yeah, but all these places, it's like they can't miss. It's like they're all doing great here. So it's like, what's one more? It's almost Fishtown has become like it's larger than just like the city. That's what people in the city go to. It's like people do travel from out of town to come not just to Philly but just to Fishtown.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say for sure. Yeah. Fishtown eclipsed Northern Liberties at some point in time, but Liberties is still good.
I like Northern Liberties is great. I think I don't know what's happening with like Second Street. I think it's going to come back in a big way, but like because it's too good not to.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it is perfectly set up. Second Street Festival is the best street festival in the city, and it's just I don't know why like some businesses have kind of like rotated through there, but to me it's almost like it's kind of a more concentrated version of Fishtown. I mean, everything is just right on Second Street.
Yeah. Frankfurt's so long now, like everything's spread out. Yeah, Nola's a little more. Well, could we talked about this and I don't know if you want to bring it up, but like Beer Week, because you're at the Second Street Festival,
dude,
and should I have not brought that?
No,
up?
no.
I'm fired up.
I mean, when you want to talk about like cool things that Philly did with the beer scene, and listen, nothing ever lasts forever, right? Like maybe all good things have to come to an end. So it's just been. Because you mentioned like Second Street Festival, right? And it's like they've kept that going, right? Like through everything, like through the pandemic, it's still like kicking. Like it was great weather this year for it. Usually it's hot as hell. But yeah, it'd be cool. Like you and I were talking about how like what I liked about Beer Week was you could get cans from like kegs from the Vale would come up.
Yeah,
you were saying keeping it more local.
See, I like where you're thinking. Just from being a beer store owner, I want stuff that's so rare that it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh my god. From my point of view, it's kind of on the wholesalers. It's on the wholesalers to want to bring that stuff in and then also sell it. That's just where I think Human Robot is like the one who leads this charge. Like they're bringing in all the good beers for it.
No, not for Philly Beer Week. They're bringing it in for
log jamming.
Log jamming, but isn't it at the same time as
it's kind of at the same time. Here's where it is, and Evan.
A conference.
So
yeah,
Evan can.
I was chatting with
edit
Evan.
this out.
I was chatting with Evan about it.
Well, I don't care.
And kind of the reason why I brought up my head was going to like how you're like, oh, I never heard of Humble Parlor, right? Mm-hmm. So then like. Maybe, like even within the city.
I'm also an out of towner.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. So like maybe like some bigger place puts their beer on, right? That you know of, right? And then you're like, oh,
yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like that could be a cool thing, or like people, one of the girls that run with us, Kim, was the one who found Space Cadet and like sent me like the Instagram account for it. She's like, do you know who these guys are? And I'm like, I have no idea what is going on with this, right? But if you're on it's standard tap, then you're like, oh, who's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So like Beer Week could be a good way to like just get these local breweries that are smaller on at bars like a standard tap
and if they're in the city, then you can put them out in like Beermill or some or Beermill or like some other place like out in the suburbs that like they might not have a chance, but maybe that week everybody just shifts it, does it a little bit differently. They promote it as some centralized event all across the region.
Yeah,
but just a thought.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Have we discussed everything?
We've discussed a lot. Do you have anything else that is crossing your mind? You got a hot mic right now. Anything else you want to say?
Any races coming up?
I think the Philly Marathon's coming up soon.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
I'm not running it.
When's the Rocky run?
There's the commercial Rocky run, and then there's the fat ass Rocky run.
That what he means.
Where it's a 50K. So you don't know about this?
No.
So if you take the running montage from the second Rocky movie, and actually run it in order, it is almost a 50K.
No way.
So someone wrote an article about it years ago, and then Rebecca Barber was like, "Oh, I can make this easily a 50K course." So then everyone meets in the street's too small, so you don't meet in front of his house in South Philly. But everyone meets in South Philly. People dress up like Rocky. I think they take donations, at least they used to, for Back on My Feet, which is a good organization. Just Google it. And you run I actually have it on my watch. You run the montage from the movie.
Let's go.
And it turns into a 50K.
You know,
and that's in December.
the founder of Back on My Feet is the founder of SolidCore.
No, I didn't know that.
She's a beast. I mean, she started like $1 billion company after she started SolidCore, or after she started Back on
My Feet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
whatever. But
so yes, that's
Cool.
that's the real Rocky Run.
Nice.
have you done that before?
Yeah, a bunch of times. People do it
A
every
bunch.
year.
You've done the 30-mile run a bunch of times.
Yeah. I'm
How many marathons have you done?
a bunch.
geez.
I've probably run more ultras than marathons.
Nice.
What's an ultra?
Anything over.
over?
Yeah, anything over a marathon.
Wow.
We well, it was the running moon. The beer runners, we all went down to New Zealand to run a 50K down there.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they're usually trail, and it's funny because I don't really run in the trail, but yeah. So I did the Dirty German was in this guy Stefan. He's Uber Endurance Sports. He runs great races, but there's always usually an ultra aspect of it. And he runs one in May in Northeast Philly in Pennypack Park. It's called the Dirty German. So that was the last 50K I ran.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like you, I'm a little hobbled right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not running 50K right now.
No.
Soon though. Soon. Okay. So where can we find you? We can find you at I guess your personal Instagram. Then we can throw out the Northern Liberties Run Club.
Yeah. Well, so I have my private Instagram account, which I'm not going to give out, and then I have my alter ego. Not even alter ego Instagram account. It's Philly Ginger Beer Dude. And then which I'm looking. If anyone wants to help me do some content, I'm looking for
Somebody.
something. I do some stories, but like the posts have gotten a little lackadaisical. And then the Run Club's Northern Liberties Run Club. Also on Instagram.
Nice.
We have a Facebook page. Is there any other social media? Oh, we have a website too. It's the original Northern Liberties Run Club.
Nice.
So I've learned how to do a web page with the help of AI. Pretty proud of it, actually. Yeah. And then everything, like the links are on there, and on that web page we have all. So if you don't have Facebook, or
The website is
Instagram-
nice. It shows you it tells you the upcoming runs, tells you like what to expect, what the bar vibe is like.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. And I do make it a point to keep it updated because people have showed up for it because they've been like, oh, other people don't update their stuff, and your stuff was all updated. So,
Hell yeah.
So if you don't have Instagram or Facebook, we have the website.
You have the internet.
Yeah, if you have the internet, you can see it. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. And this episode will probably come out after we do the run, but maybe we'll talk to Evan, put it up before. But anyways, we'll be there. What?
The 23rd.
The 23rd.
Oh yeah, just talk that up. Standard Tap, 23rd.
Yep. Standard Tap, 23rd. And then we can find you.
Beermill Dave on Instagram. Beermill WC's Beermill's page.
Cool. Stop by there, buy some Space Cadet, and yeah, thank you for listening. This is you can find us at the Brewdad Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. That's it. Thank you.